has this store. It's called Sask Made. Yeah, listen again. I'm on here. I've got it. Stop asking me if I want in the meeting. I swear.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Jocelyn and I's Knit Night. It's our mid-month motivation.
I am motivated to eat honey and peasant loaf.
Okay, what is peasant loaf?
Peasant loaf is a very quick loaf that doesn't require eggs or milk. And since eggs and milk sometimes disagree with me, it's just, I literally can give you the recipe right now. It's 2 cups of lukewarm water, a package of instant yeast, if you don't want to bother to wait 10 minutes, 2 teaspoons of sugar for the yeast, 4 cups of flour, and I go with a healthy pinch of salt. I'm sure there's a measurement. I don't take it. It's a no-knead dough. You mix to combine loosely, walk away for an hour. Come back, separate into 2 loaves, walk away for an hour. Shove in oven at 4.25 for 15 minutes.
Well, there you go.
Fahrenheit. It's my go-to bread to make in a week because I can start it and come back to it all day.
Sounds good.
And when your mother buys you 3 honeys, when you're in Saskatoon for 3 honey, she brought me raw honey, cinnamon honey, and pumpkin spice honey. There's so much honey in my cupboard right now.
That's good. Hi, Sally and Joanne. And
guys, I didn't get dinner in me. I'm gonna eat right now.
I haven't eaten yet either. Okay, so we have to, before we start talking about knitting, we have to talk about the other hot topic right now.
There's a hot topic?
Is the weather. Yeah, we've been under a heat advisory warning for the last 2 days.
It's coming my way for the weekend. I'm not looking forward
to it. Is it?
Yes.
So you guys are fine right now? You're not having like 40+ degree days?
Well, the moment the ambulance rolls by or a cop car rolls by, because I live within 4 blocks of a hospital in a capital city. No, we're at 23 today for the high Celsius, but we're supposed to be upwards of 35 by the weekend.
So we obviously we're flip-flopping weather because it's going to be about 18 here on Saturday. But it is super, super hot right now. Oh, Melanie said she switched to making regular sandwich bread. It's cheaper than store-bought.
It is. There's also less sugar.
Yeah, on all the crap, right?
Yeah, because we don't put the preservative stuff in the stuff we make from home. Yeah. So you can make whole wheat mixes or spelt mixes, or you can do that. And if you get bread like bread flour, you can really get some really nice fancy breads at home. It's just time. And if you don't have the time, buy a bread maker. Then you put everything in, push a button, and it does all the work for you.
Oh, wow. Yes, my dad used to make bread all the time. No. Oh, Sally's saying she's in Louisiana and they're under a heat advisory as well.
What temperature is it in Louisiana that you have a heat advisory? Because Louisiana is not cold.
Yeah, because you're kind of hot all the time anyways. So
from our perspective, yes.
What is excessively hot for you? Yeah, Sally, what?
I wish to watch myself on full screen eat sandwich.
Okay. Jocelyn's gonna eat. I'm gonna pull out
I'm so hungry. I had veggies at like 2 o'clock. Like I scurfed 3 portions worth of vegetables. And I ate breakfast at like 6 this morning. So I have not had enough food today.
Oh, yeah.
That's hungry. So after this, I'm making a burger.
I've just been living off water the last couple of days.
That's not good.
It's too hot though. But I have managed to do a little bit of knitting though.
Well, it's good.
I have been working on my sock.
I'm going to open my non-alcoholic craft beer and see what it tastes like, because Dad was asking me what it tastes like. I was like, I don't know, I haven't had any yet.
Okay, so
I'm gonna. It's a. Yeah, I go to Saskatoon. I come home with all sorts of stuff.
That's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna
water.
Pull up Google here.
I know we need a topic. I could talk about anything. Let's be honest.
I know. Well, I wanted to know about you and Diana's. Do you want to update us on, or can you, or is it still secret knitting? Your what we were voting for and what you were working on, and did you meet deadlines?
Diana last month, Diana had her patchwork cardigan, which
Mhm.
started this crochet cardigan craze for the pair of us last year before last year. I finished mine. My niece came in, put it on, and walked out the door with it. So I had it for all about 15 seconds in my hands. I can't tell her no because she wears the snot out of the knits and crochet stuff. Like it comes home with holes. It's worn out. It's been washed to death. It's like they are well-loved garments.
Yeah.
So I am happy to make her things.
Then because that's what you want for them, right? To get worn out with love.
Yeah. Diana made all the squares and stopped at sewing the squares together to make the cardigan. Like she'd done all the hard work. She had to sew together the squares and do a cuff collar and hem. That was it. Sew her small squares into larger rectangles, sew the larger rectangles together to make tubes at a front and a back. She got it sewn. We had a mud. She got it sewn. So she was right on par. And then I think she decided she does what like a lot of us do. We're like, like it should be enough yarn. It's never enough yarn. The words "it should be enough yarn" come out of your mouth. You are wrong.
Yeah.
I've learned to go, oh, that should be enough yarn. Put another skein in the basket because you're gonna need it. Stop kidding yourself. You know you're gonna need it.
And just for the stress that you don't have to worry about. You've got lots.
So she did that. I was supposed to crochet and create a sun hat, which I did. I can actually get it for everybody if you want me to.
I thought picture, but you should definitely wear it.
Bonus, if I had time, I would do the scrap busting sachet that was really big because I really liked the pattern.
Yeah.
I have to modify the pattern so I can pull out do I even know where that is? I think I even know where that one's not done because that was the bonus one, but I can grab my hat.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I saw pictures of it, but this is as close as we can see it in person.
Hang on. Talk amongst yourself. I'll be back.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say, so Sally was talking about the heat warning in Louisiana. So she said it was 110. So I pulled up my phone and just Googled that, and that's 43 degrees Celsius for us. And that's maybe a little bit hotter. I think with the humidex here, it was supposed to have been 41 or in the 40s. So pretty close, which is pretty hot, which is really, really hot. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Susanna. Hi, Jude. Hi, Tammy. So let's see here. Oh my gosh, look at how awesome that looks.
I can't wear my headphones with the hat.
That looks very
I ended up putting a wire in the brim so that I can manipulate the brim.
That's awesome.
It's a really smart idea if you're doing hats of any type, because otherwise the brims are quite floppy. I obviously don't have it on my head properly because I use it to sit on the top of my glasses to shade my eyes so that I can see better, because I need that darkness for my face to work, and the blind people sunglasses aren't doing the trick anymore. So I completed my assigned project for the first month.
Yay!
We don't count weaving it ends on podcast, so it's fine. The colors aren't really me.
So it looks Eastery, like
it is, it's quite Eastery, which is not, they're not colors that look good on me. So for the July dye challenge, I'm going to dye the hat because it's cotton cake. It's cotton acrylic, so I can just dye it with the Rite Aid dye.
Okay, yeah, or Rit.
Yeah.
Rit, so if you get the, that's awesome. Oh, that turned out so good. So what color are you going to over dye it?
No idea. That's a decision for July. That's July.
Think about it. You got time.
Dyeing is in July, I think.
Yep, it is.
Actually, why am I going to huck it over there? I can just huck it over here. There we go.
Oh, Audrey says it's beautiful. Oh, Jude says that's an epic hat.
It is an epic hat. It was a lot of fun. It was like almost 2 full skeins of the cotton Karen cakes.
Oh. So, hey, Catherine.
Oh, that's not a bad beer tasting beer. That's not a beer. I miss beer. Like I miss because I can't have alcohol. It's why I don't drink.
Mm,
I know I don't miss any of the side effects from alcohol, so I'm glad to not drink.
yeah.
The downside
Oh,
is sometimes you go places and you want to like have a beer with your
yeah.
friends, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell I hang out with guys a lot? So it's a non-alcoholic craft beer.
Tammy says a dark maroon over dye.
Mm,
That would be nice.
that could look really
That would
good.
look good. That would look
Oh,
really.
cat. You weren't there when I sat down the first time.
So anyway, yeah, so awesome. Oh yeah, so Melanie said, oh, she's just popping in. She's got a headache. Oh, headache, sore throat. Oh, so yeah, just kind of feeling down. Yeah. Head into bed soon. Yeah, it's quarter
You
to
gotta
9.
rest.
Quarter to 9 for you. So that is bedtime
Only
when you're not
the
feeling right.
only thing you can do when you are
Yeah.
under the weather
It's just rest.
is stop and rest.
Absolutely.
And the quicker you do it, the shorter the cold, the shorter the flu, the shorter everything.
Yeah. So what sweater is Susanna working on? I see somebody in here asked her how her sweater knitting.
Oh, I don't remember.
What are you working on, Susanna? So what is everybody working on this week? What are you working on right now? I'm working on my sock. So my sock.
Food.
I am. Okay, you want to hear? Okay, so you know what the plan is with this sock. This was my new Start Monday sock, which is good because it's now, that was Monday, it's Thursday, and it started. So what I'm trying to do is I am kind of timing myself to see how many hours it will take me to knit this sock. And I'm not doing anything excessive. I'm not rushing. It's just kind of what I normally would just knit. I come home and I maybe knit on it for an hour at night, the last couple of nights. And I'm just curious to see how many hours, because this all stems from Sock Madness. Did you hear me say about the Sock Madness winner was like just under, I guess I said it was 15. I said it was 15 hours and a little bit. Karen said it was just under 16 hours. So however you want to look at it, just under 16 hours.
I feel like I'm just gonna look at it with like the cartoon eye popping out emoji.
Exactly, right?
Because what?
8 hours. Like, so if we say 16 hours, and apparently
it took me
I knew like the second
8 hours to knit the top half of a shorty.
I know, right? And I knew the second place winner was just like not within an hour. I didn't know exactly what it was. Karen said she thinks it was either, it was like 4 minutes difference between first and second place. 4 minutes.
That's crazy pants.
Crazy?
That's crazy pants.
So that means 8 hours for one sock. That means basically 4 hours for the cuff and the leg.
A whole sock.
Yeah. Well, do you guys want to guess how long it took me to knit basically 2 inches of ribbing on this sock?
I can see Daisy's tail in the background.
Yeah, she does not prepare.
My monster's at my feet.
She's roaming around because I didn't have time to feed her when I got home. So that's the arch nemesis broom was out. Floors were mopped today. Oh boy. So we're in full pout mode for at least another hour, and then we'll ask for a snack. So I understand what rotation it is. So my whole idea of timing this sock knitting is just so I have a baseline.
So you know how long it takes you.
Yes. So I am like, well, you know, I can't, and I should not compare myself to well, I don't know. I was going to say the fastest knitter in the world, but no, she's not probably the fastest knitter, but fastest knitter in Sock Madness knitting.
She's pretty darn fast.
Yeah.
Sorry. Or he. I should not assume.
Yes. No, it was women. It took me almost, oh my God, Sally. She said an hour and 45 minutes. Sally, that sounds
we love you.
A very reasonable goal.
Yes.
But add another hour. Add another hour on there. It took me 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I'm okay if I'm done a cuff of a sock after 3 hours of critical role.
That's basically how long it took me. But that was not a solid 3 hours of knitting, because I found that I get very distracted very easily, right? And because I would notice I'd be knitting a little bit, then the next thing I'd know, I was having a snack. Like I was sitting, I had crackers and cheese sitting beside me.
Poof, snack occurs.
And then all of a sudden I realized I'm sitting here and I'm just having cracker after cracker. And I'm like, oh crap, my timer's running. I'm supposed to be knitting. And so I had lost a little bit of time there. And then, I do half a round, and then it's
What
like,
happened to all your productivity? I was snack attacked. What? I was attacked by snacks.
And then it's like, because then after you've ate, well, then you need to have a drink, and it's sweltering hot here. So then I stop and have a drink.
Vicious cycle.
I know. So, and then part of that was knit night, Wednesday night. Yeah, last night was knit night. So I was trying to talk and knit, and so that wasn't super focused either. So I thought, what I have learned from that little exercise is there was a lot of room for improvement if I just sit and focus and knit.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So anyways, but I did. So I think Sherry had said something about, well, ribbing takes longer to do, right? Which totally does, because when I switched later last night to do some stockinette, just round and round knitting, I made up some time. I got an inch done in like an hour. So I thought, okay, I can. It's that darned ribbing that was slowing me down. So anyways, I'm just kind of curious, because I know I can do a sock in a week, but I wanted to get kind of an idea of how long it really
sock a month. I'm doing great.
And then kind of time the same thing when I do the heel flap and the heel turn, just so I kind of have an actual idea of what I'm knitting on, how fast I'm knitting, because I do want to try to knit faster. So I thought I have to have a baseline. And even though it's going to be embarrassingly slow.
All of this is sweaters. I've been organizing.
Sweaters.
I try to organize all of my projects at the start of Stash Dash, so I have like an idea of what I'm working on.
Yeah.
So I've been piling them into my rocking chair, which is much larger than my camping chair.
Oh.
Motorbike. So it holds more things. That's just sweaters. The whole chair is just sweater projects I have on the go.
I love that. I love that.
Now they're staring me in the face till I get them done.
Well, hey, talk about getting done. I've got 2 projects done for the Fiber Friends Challenge this month so far.
How's your secret knitting going?
It's done. It's done. So that's freed up some time. And I want to
work on my sock. Ooh.
I'm dying in here, you guys.
Yes, background noise brought to you by open windows.
Well, you know what? I think it's hotter outside than it is inside. So
we have a good stiff, there is nothing for the wind to get caught on flatness in this province. So I am thoroughly enjoying the very, very big breeze.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if there's any.
I can usually count on one hand the number of days in the summertime where we have no breeze.
Oh, that's nice.
We tend to have a breeze. Now, I mean, it works negatively in the wintertime when, winter.
Yeah, that's right. When you don't want the cool.
But until winter kicks in, it's good.
There you go.
Why did you just?
So we had a couple people said about what they were knitting on. Oh yeah, Joanne said, I know, knitting and talking is slowing me down. That's right. But that's okay. It's given me a realistic idea of how long it takes me to knit socks, right? Because typically in a week, we would probably all go to a knit night maybe, or do a Zoom knit night or whatever, right? Oh, Sherry's spinning. Oh, with her Turkish spindle.
Yeah, it's a pretty drop spindle.
That sounds exciting. Knitwise, you're working on your Ace of Diamonds top and summer sorrel tee. Nice.
I'm not casting anything on at this point until Sunday, because Sunday's the cast on party for the summer solstice cow. 'Cause the spring Austera one wraps up on the 21st, which is Tuesday.
Yep.
Diana works weekdays, so we're doing the cast on party on the Sunday. So,
Yeah.
and then it occurred to the genius that I am. Sure, I have paper somewhere that says I'm very smart. Sunday's Father's Day, so now we're like, cool. So the cast on party is also going to be the podcast for the week, because we both have fathers that we should talk to on Father's Day.
Yes, probably should.
We both live in different provinces from our fathers, but we should call and talk to them on Father's Day.
Of course.
So, cool. I realized that this morning. I went, well, alrighty then.
Well, there you go. You just came up with a new plan.
Decision made.
Oh, listen to this, Audrey. You sound like you've got a great spot. She's working on a sock sitting outside on the patio.
See, that is not something that even remotely sounds appealing to me.
Oh, really? What? Oh, that sounds perfect. I think that sounds just so perfect to me.
There's flowers outside. There's flowers and bugs and people. No, none of it. I want none of it.
What none of it? Okay, well then you stay tucked away inside.
I will see everybody in November. I'll come out
yeah.
November through.
Well, if it's cool though, right?
May. If it, okay, for us, that's November.
Oh, Susanna's working on the simple slouchy sweater with lime brand Pound of Love. Yeah, you guys were talking about Pound of Love. Okay.
It's a good yarn.
Okay.
It's a good acrylic yarn. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite acrylic yarn, but it is a good acrylic yarn.
Well, everybody, they were talking about it Monday night.
Yes, I was in the chat while I was knitting. I was sort of watching chat fly by. Yeah.
So I've never tried it. I've never even given it a second glance. I can't even visualize it in my Michaels. I don't know. I'm assuming it's there.
It's probably there. My Michaels doesn't really generally have like a lot of color options for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I tend to bypass it. I like it more for blankets than I do for clothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about, because they were talking about the colorway claret, and then you'd be so proud of me, because remember, I could just like look up in the background. I had all the yarn behind me, and I'm like, claret, that would be that one right there. And I pulled it off, and it was exactly claret. And I thought, ooh, look at that. And it was the impeccable. But then, was it Susanna? Did you must have clarified for me, and you said no, it was claret in the Pound of Love.
Yeah.
Pound of Love, and not the impeccable. And somebody said that they actually like the Pound of Love better than the impeccable.
The impeccable gets very fuzzy and soft, so like it can pill, and if like pilling drives you up the flippin' wall,
okay,
it's going to be a problem for you. I don't mind a slight pill for a softer yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it works great because it gets to that. I've owned this product and washed it and worn it for a decade soft. Second time through the washer, which is what I want.
Okay, well then that's perfect for you. Okay, I was just scrolling here to see if anybody is chiming in. And I feel like we need to do a comparison, or what does everybody
And it's going to come down to personal preference.
That's right.
There's going to be some people out there who think we're crazy for knitting an acrylic at all.
Well, yep. But sometimes there's a lot of reasons why that works, right? Sometimes it's budget, washability, allergies.
Yep, all sorts of things.
All kinds of stuff. So let me see. Oh, Sherry says something about somebody needs to have a storage armoire like you. Oh, that must be you for all your sweaters.
No, that's for her yarn.
Okay, there's a really good comment here. Let me get to this one. So Susanna said, oh, she's working on, a Christmas dish cloth. You guys, I happened to look at my Christmas app today.
We're almost at half a year till Christmas.
I know I'm pretty sure it said 119 days. I got a little distracted because it started playing Christmas music and I might have started to sing and dance to it. But I'm pretty sure it said 119 days until Christmas. So
if you are not Christmas crafting by July, you're going to be cramming.
It's almost July. So it is time. It is time to start working on Christmas stuff, guys. or at least start thinking about it. Maybe this will be the year I do not start in November. Maybe.
I'm not going to put money on that.
I'm not either, because I always know what I should do and practically never do that. So anyway, so Susanna said, yeah, so Christmas dishcloth crocheted shawl called Fern by Jan Power Designs.
Nice.
Oh, Susanna.
An entire chair of sweaters I need to finish.
Okay, well, Susanna wasn't done, because on her next comment says the top down knit pullover in Karen cotton cakes. So another sweater. Oh, Sally says she's alternating between projects. That's always a good idea. Jude has got an elbow length fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
That you have got a pair of those just waiting for fall.
Do I ever?
So she said she put the socks on a needle for mindless knitting and occasionally finished them. So needed a new cast on. Long gloves it was. I think that's awesome, Jude. Okay. Okay, so Sherry's back to your comment about people and flowers and bugs. Sherry said, okay, people are gross, but I do like flowers.
Flowers should die.
Bugs can FO.
F off.
I don't think that's a finished object.
That'll be F off.
Thinking so. Yeah, I know, bugs.
I can't track flying bugs. So imagine you can hear them, but you can never see them.
Oh, yeah, that'd be annoying. Okay.
I literally can't breathe with most strongly scented flowers. They actually cause my lungs to seize up. Lavender, roses, hibiscus, and people drench themselves and their gardens in scents that literally try to close my airways off. I don't do outsides.
Okay.
I don't do outsides.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's bad enough when I have to smell people inside, and thankfully we can wear masks now, so I don't even have to do that.
Yes.
And it's in their colognes, it's in their perfumes, it's in your laundry detergent, it's in your hair shampoo and conditioner. If you use a scented anything, if you use unscented, you're still scented. It can set people off who have allergies.
Yes.
I know I do, because I do have scented products. I just pick and choose which scents work for me, and I try not to get in people's personal space because I know it can be a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So yes, I totally see knitting inside for you. Absolutely.
Yep. I've reacted to people's sunscreen scents.
Oh, yeah.
I've not been able to stand them. Yeah.
Totally. Okay, so Susanna said, rainbow vanilla socks. Perfect project for this month. Love that.
Yeah. It's Pride Month.
Any month, really, right? Rainbows don't have to just be for June.
Well, no, I mean, I would do rainbows all the time.
Absolutely. What is Sally? Oh, Sally said she likes Premier No Pill acrylic.
That's a good one. So it's a nice acrylic.
Premier? Okay. Oh, Susanna, shells and cluster crocheted shells. Susanna, how many projects do you have on the go here?
Sounds like she's approaching my numbers.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tammy's, well, okay. Tammy, I don't like this. I don't like, wait, no, I do. Well, let me see. Tammy's correcting me on my Christmas count. I don't know. Maybe let me check it. Tammy is saying, am I sure? Tammy thinks we should have about 180 days to Christmas instead of 120. That's a big difference. That could mean a whole pair of socks difference. That could mean a whole month of knitting. That could be a whole lot of things different. Let me find my handy app. Is that lying to me? Okay, listen. Well, is it going to play?
Why don't you just Google how many days till Christmas?
What kind of fun would that be?
Of course it is.
You're right. I had my numbers backwards. 191.
That works. People are yelling at each other.
That's a big difference. Okay. Tammy, thank you. You probably saved a bunch of people from having a heart attack thinking, yeah, that's right.
There's drama going on at the gas station, you guys.
Oh no.
I'm missing my TV show. It's usually just complaining about the gas prices, which is legit. These literally out my window down 3 stories is the gas station.
Oh,
So when I say gas station theater, I means it. I means it.
there's really drama going down.
There's drama going down. So much stuff happens at the gas station. I'm like, people, take your stuff home. It's private. It's not a private space. You're killing me, guys.
Hey, so you know what? 191 days.
I'll
That
just tell you this much right now. If you think about it that way, you won't start till October, and you'll be crafting well in through December again in a crunch.
no, because that's what I do.
No,
But maybe not this year. Maybe
we do Advent. We do Advent swaps with Advent swaps with the Patreon members.
Yeah.
So you can, if you're any level of Patreon, you're in the Discord. In the Discord thread, there's one that does an Advent every year. When you sign up every year if you want to exchange, and I randomly assign partners, and by me I mean I give Mr. B a list of numbers and he pairs the numbers up for me.
Okay.
And that's as random as I can make it. He has no idea what the numbers are for. I just go, hi, here is these numbers, pair them with each other, and he just does that. So I have to craft for the Advent calendar but not say anything, because the person who receives the Advent calendar watches the podcast enough that they're a Patreon member.
Yeah, so it's like that's top secret knitting for you.
There's Diana's stuff for Christmas. Also can't talk about it on the podcast. So like any of my Christmas knitting cannot be on the podcast unless it's for my sister and niece who do not watch. It's like, oh, jeez. Then there's the craft off, then there's our secret knitting, and then there's anything other else I want to put in there that I want secret that I don't want people to know about until I'm ready for it. So like the designs and stuff I'm working on until I'm at the point where I'm ready to start showing them off.
Yeah.
What not secret knitting am I doing? There is no not secret knitting. There's just secret, just all secret knitting.
It's just all secret.
It's just all secret. There's nothing but the secret. Trying to make sure if my stripes wide enough. There's a color change.
Oh yes. Okay. So yes. So some people here are coming in here with some dates. Sally says 192 days. Sherry says that she has that app too. Have you looked at it yet, Sherry? So much fun. And yeah, Susanna says on July 1st, it will be 175 days to Christmas, 184 days to the end of the year.
Just add in your extra math. Take out all of those days you work. Because you are not primarily crafting on work days.
No. I have 3 days a week, really, that I can get any kind of.
Now take out all family holidays. So any long weekend, because you're not primarily crafting on long weekends, you're off to the cabin, you're visiting family, you're doing event stuff. Unless you're me and you stay home because you don't understand the purpose of long week. Because I just truly don't get it. I truly don't get it. I don't know why people do it. All they do is complain about how much work they have before they go and how much work they have when they get back, when I just do a little bit of work every day and then I'm done work at 3 o'clock. Why wouldn't you just do that? Why wouldn't you just do that?
I live for long weekends.
I don't understand the purpose of them other than to cause grief and strife. But I also don't understand why people go to the cabin. I have been to cabins. I've been to several cabins. I've been to different cabins. I've been to cabins on different lakes. I've been to cabins that do different things. I've been to cabins that aren't cabins. They're houses with fireplaces and kitchens that are so impressive they should be in photograph magazines. All types of cabins. I've been in cabins where there's no washroom and you have to go to the communal washroom list. I've done cabins. I've done camping. I've done RV camping, car camping, backcountry camping. I have tried them. The camping makes sense if I could see more because then there's stuff to do during the day, but I'm so limited in my vision. It's not a thing I enjoy anymore. Cabins are so frivolous in my mind. I do not understand.
See, and to me, it's not so much about what the cabin is, it's what isn't there. Your dishes, your pile of laundry.
You still have dishes at the cabin. You still have laundry at the cabin.
Nope, we don't, because there's no washer and dryer.
You still have those things. You're making them.
It's a lot. But when you're there,
Diana's like, because there's no cell service. I'm like, turn off your damn phone. No cell service. You choose to look at it.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere where there's no cell service. That would not be fun.
So I don't get it, but I understand it's a thing I don't understand. So I just kind of like,
Yeah.
so you have to kind of accommodate for that time. If you know that's something you do, if you know family birthdays are a family day, you cannot allocate that day as a knitting day. You have to take it out of that budgeted time because you don't have it.
You're right. So you know what Sally said? I can see her mentally calculating all these days. And she said that leaves about 30 days, Louise.
Yep. So you got to start now.
I gotta start now. I could get 30 dishcloths done. I could get 2 pairs of socks done.
Because if you do that, then what you've done is you've started your big project and those take up those bulk of the days, the blankets, the sweater, the kids' sweaters, the scarf, hat, mid sets, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's in that evening when you got 3 or 4 hours, you put her away with a dishcloth, you put her away with a pair of socks, And then in November, early first week of December, you're done.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is cook, bake, and enjoy Christmas music for the rest of the month.
See, that sounds.
Why wouldn't you?
Why? Yeah. Why wouldn't? That's the question. Why don't I do that?
Whereas I know I lose the entire month of October, at least half of September to Halloween.
Halloween. That's right.
So I know I'm not doing any crafting most of September and all of October for Christmas. So I start now because I know I'm losing that almost 60 full days.
Yep. Which makes sense.
Yep.
I know. Which means, we need to just start now.
We need to start now.
Oh.
Having said that, will I still be crafting last minute for probably my sister? Yes, because she'll think of something on the 1st of December and go, hey, do you got time? And I'll be like, no, but I'll try. And I will give it a good effort. But we are notoriously late with each other's birthday presents and Christmas presents. I still haven't given her a birthday present. Her birthday was in February. February. And I'm like, what do you want? She's like, I don't know. She finally decided on something like, okay, I can make you that. She's like, yeah, it's June. She'll get it at Christmas for the past February. That's how little attached we are to these things. Our pets' birthdays, however, are never missed. There's always presents and there's always snacks. Don't miss pets or children, but each other, we're kind of like, it's in the same year. It's close enough.
Maybe you should just give up on them and be like, whatever. Just call each other on your birthday. Call it done.
We don't even call. We text each other. Then we don't text each other. Like I'll text her Sunday and be like, forget it's Father's Day. You have one of those. And the reply will be like, right. To do something about that. Especially since it's coming down to repair her fence this year for her. She needs to phone him, say thank you a lot.
Oh, Audrey says she's going, her birthday's in July and she's going camping.
See? And if you like it, that's great. It's fun. Just remember that it's not exclusively knitting time. You'll have knitting time, but it's the same sort of knitting time that you would have at the end of the work day. So it's not a knitting day.
Yeah, no.
I have to stop myself because I'm like, I don't have time. I don't. But it's that same thing when you're sitting in the store and you're like, that should be enough. I go, we'll wait. Douglas, you know better. Put that extra ball in. You know better.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. That's right. Oh yeah, Sally says she likes to go to cabins, get away from everything. It's peace and quiet. Sherry says they're a great getaway. They're a change of space. Totally get cabins. It's a great vibe, a change of vibe. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is, really. Just a change.
I get it.
Kind of slow down.
Isolating. I am bored out of my brain pan because I can't do two-thirds of things anymore. I'm stuck till someone drives me. I physically cannot leave that location because there is no bus and it's too far to walk.
Yeah.
So physically, I am stuck in that space.
Individual for everybody. I get that.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
yeah.
So while everybody preps and does all of that work and all those extra chores, I'm going to put my feet up, have a cup of tea and knit in the evenings.
There you go. So
and then while you're gone, I'm going to go to the restaurant because there's no lineup or wait times because everybody's left and you're all congregated out there. So
you're right.
I can sit and get the best piece of pie. So
maybe while we're rushing around to pack and get everything all done to go, maybe
I'm chilling like a villain.
Got the best. Yeah. You really truly have. Yeah.
If I want a change of pace, I walk out my door and I go somewhere new in my city. I go sit in a park.
With your knitting.
With my knitting.
There you go.
Because I have so much crafting to do. It's crazy.
So Sally said that's why I don't do Christmas knitting. if I make something for someone, I give it to them when it's done. There you go. I know it shouldn't be stressful. Hey, Nikki.
Unless your name's mom, sibling, offspring, or father, I don't craft knit for you either. Diana's on that list. Some years I craft it for her. Some years I just buy stuff because I'm like, I cannot be bothered.
Yeah, depends on the year, the time. Oh my gosh.
I know the Advent stuff, but that's just
All right.
because it's cute to get homemade mini things in Advents.
Jocelyn,
I'm with
carry
you.
on chatting. I have got to feed Daisy because she is driving
Carry
me
on chatting.
the wall. You
Daisy's
chat.
driving me- I can
I'll be
talk.
back.
Do we have a topic I'm going to talk about? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. You
What's that?
pick something.
Pick a topic.
Daisy,
Pick a topic. My God, you guys. I reorganized my yarn today. I have discovered I do not need more yarn for Fireweed Fabric Co. So look forward to the purchases of that. Also, I have an entire almost 2 bins of not Barocco, Briggs and Little. Let's get the right words out. So I really like Briggs and Little, and I really like Fireweed Fabric Co. So it is either all superwash merino and cashmere or woolly wool. Crazy pants. I mean, I got a bin of odds and ends of impeccable, but that just seems like standard. Look, I'm working on a sock. It's a sock. It's a stripy sock. Can I angle that? Can I see what I'm doing? Nope. Look, 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 look. Isn't it pretty? This is maple from Ancient Arts Yarns, and this is an unnamed mini from Fireweed Fabric Co.
ooh,
There's no
that's
pattern.
pretty.
Did you feed Daisy?
I did.
I talked about how much yarn I have because I organized it today. I almost have 2 bins of Briggs and Little, and I have a whole bin of Fireweed Fabric Co.
Perfect.
I got a lot of 2 types of yarn. So I've got favorites. I do have a thing of impeccable up there. Oh, I didn't. Look, I sprained my finger.
Oh no.
I just taped them together. It's fine. I did it to myself.
Oh.
It's because when I hold my phone, I rest the weight of my phone on this finger and I splay my fingers out, right, to balance the phone. So I've pulled the muscle in here because I'm a doinkhead. I know better. I
Just for
know.
using your
I
phone?
know.
Oh no.
I know you're not supposed to hold your phone like that. I use it anyway. So it's my own fault.
Oh no.
So I occasionally tape my fingers together to remind myself. Like I try to leave the 3-finger thing going on here, so I can like use my mouse and knit and do things.
you
But I'm
can
still
still-
keeping.
Yeah.
I'm still keeping those muscles connected. So if I look funny, it's because I've medical taped my fingers together. I can't decide.
From
if
a
that was
cell
rough.
phone injury. Oh no. Hey, Jocelyn. Okay. Oh, I think that, yes, this is for you. Sherry wants to know, what are you making for your well-deserving Advent partner?
Oh, you mean you? Yeah, I'm not telling you.
Nice try. You don't want to know anyways. That would spoil the surprise. I would be devastated if I ever found out any of my Christmas.
90% of the joy I'm going to get out of this year's Advent calendar is the fact that not telling Sherry is going to drive her bonkers. Because I tell Sherry a lot of things.
And you're very good at keeping secrets. So
If I've decided you're not on the no list, you're not in the know.
you're out of luck. You're out of luck. You're gonna have to wait till December. Huh. Which is not that far away, because I was, what was I listening to? Oh, one of the guys at work was listening to something, and it was about video games and talking about new releases of games coming this winter. And what else? Somewhere, oh, the theater, they were advertising Halloween, a production in October. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I just want the world to end, like not, no, I shouldn't say end. That's a bad, with everything we've been through, that could, that's maybe a little too close to home. But, I don't want to think past August. I just want summer to last indefinitely. I don't like the thought of winter again. Even though with every day that passes, we're getting one day closer to it.
I was like, I thought you liked me. Want me to live in this grossness forever? Oh man.
Well, I don't know.
I only suffer summer so that I can have fresh vegetables. That's it. It's its only purpose.
There you go. That's a good thing. That's a good way to look at it.
And farmers markets, because then you can try a whole bunch of new stuff.
Yes. I like doing that too. Okay, so we had some more people say in here, what are they? Hey, Nikki, what are you knitting on tonight? People were letting us know what they were knitting on.
It's excellent.
Yeah, no, I probably shouldn't talk about the world ending, but I know maybe if I lived someplace where it was warm all year long, I think I could handle that. I don't think I would be upset by not having winter, other than it would be hard to wear hand knit stuff if it was too hot. That would be a problem.
You'd knit in a lighter weight wool.
Yeah, I think you could get around that, right?
Well, it goes back to that really common misconception a lot of people have about cotton being cooler than wool, which isn't accurate.
Warm. I mean, a worsted weight cotton.
It's like a worsted weight wool. If anything, it's
Yeah.
worse than a worsted weight wool because the wool will insulate both directions. Cotton does not.
Yes, because I had decided last summer after I knit a worsted weight summer little top, sleeveless top, and I wore it and I was like, oh my word, this is hot, hot, hot. So I had kind of decided then that any more summer tops I did was going to be out of sock yarn. Go fingering weight wool instead of worsted weight cotton.
I'm counting as we go.
That's my plan. But I haven't done one.
If you truly want a summer fabric, slightly regardless of its weight, like
Yeah.
with obviously not like super bulky. It's just gonna be warm no matter what you pick. You go linen.
Yes.
You go linen.
Yes.
If you buy your clothing, it's all man-made fibers and
Mhm.
cotton. Unless you go upper end, but like if you buy from Walmart, you buy from Costco, you buy
Yeah.
from Le Target. If you buy from, I don't pick your box store here, you buy from Le Chateau, you buy from Ricky's, you are buying polyester rayon blends. Those
Yeah.
are man-made fibers with a little bit of cotton in them. Or your blue jeans, which are massively destructive to the environment to make, also have fake fibers in them to give them that stretch.
Yeah.
But the dyeing process for denim is hugely destructive.
Well, I noticed when I was shopping at
I'm not going to advertise natural dyes. They're all pasty colors. I don't look good in them. I understand the dyeing process for my stuff is still damaging. It's still damaging.
Natural dyeing is a huge amount of water, and you guys are probably
It's still a lot of water.
It's a ton of water.
It's a lot of water.
Because that's where, I mean, probably we're going back about 15 years now.
Mm-hmm.
When I was thinking about doing wildflower wool, that's where the name came from, was I was going to do natural dyeing. And so I picked the name, I bought all the equipment and thought, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And then I started doing it and I was like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Because it used so much water. I could not in good conscience keep doing it. So I didn't. And anyways, but I was going to say this week when I was shopping, I think it was Superstore. And I went in, I was looking at some clothes, what, as you do when you're buying food.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a whole display of jeans there and with big tags and signs saying made with recycled water, no fresh water.
That's huge. That's a huge thing that they've started to do. I mean, I still don't like buying clothes from any of the big brand labels. I'm really starting to get away with it, but I keep falling down research holes as to where my clothing is coming from. So, wow, let's just heap on all of the guilt. So I'm very heavily leaning towards the handmade wardrobe. Because they aren't even paid close to minimum wage, never mind a living wage for their country to make our fashions. Not even close. Not even close.
Yeah, and I think if more people were aware of that.
So
right?
My leggings are bought from a small indie Canadian Winnipeg designer, and I paid $90 a pair of leggings because I know the name of the guy who sewed them. He runs his own store.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might not be able to control where the fabric is coming from. And let's be honest, it's leggings. It's all plastic because I want that stretch.
Well, you got to start somewhere, right?
So that's
And
what I
then-
do.
Yeah. Well, I like that. I like that. Oh, Jocelyn, did
Also,
you know that-
$90 a pair of leggings. I only own 2 pairs of leggings, people. They're $90 a pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
But how
hurts.
was it though?
It hurts. That's why I sew skirts myself, because I have very expensive leggings. I really want the jacket he's got that's got my name. It's called the Jocelyn coat. It's this big swinging wool coat. It's over $1,000 for a coat I can only wear in the fall for a couple of weeks. Still kind of want it. I've managed to resist because he hasn't made it in that blue red. If he makes it in a classic blue red, I'm coughing up the funds for it. I don't even know.
Then you're done.
It's done. I'm gonna have to own it.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
wait, there was a question for me?
oh, well, no, I think you already have it. I was just gonna say, did you know that Nikki wrote up the toe-up version of the even heel sock for Jocelyn?
Because my God, I hate cuff down.
And so then she went on to say that you have the unpolished PDF. So she's
Yeah, because I won't share it till she's polished. She's
Yeah.
polished up and she puts it out. Everybody can have that coffee. I'm quite happy to get the unpolished copy because I don't need the pictures. I don't need the extra steps. I don't, because I've already read through the full even heel pattern. And I started thinking, okay, I need to flip this. And then I went, wait a minute, I know the designer. Hey, Nikki.
There you
Can you
go.
flip
Well,
that
that's
for
good
me?
because there'll be
Because
a
that's what I want designers to do. Design the sock the way you like to knit your socks, and then flip your charts, flip your lace patterns, flip it so it's toe up.
give
And all
options.
you have to do is go cuff down with bare instructions for toe up.
Mhm.
Any of us who are toe up and not cuffed down are going to get so excited that we don't have to do that work. I will
Yeah.
use my favorite toe. I will use my favorite short row heel. I will use, I mean, not for the even heel socks, it's
Okay.
specifically the heel I'm after.
Right.
I will do that,
No,
no
that's a good
problem.
idea.
But right now I have to do all that work by hand. And you want me to pay $6 a pattern?
Yeah, but if it's already done for you to pay
I
for
would
the pattern,
happily pay $8 a sock pattern if it meant I could have it both ways, so that
Yeah.
I could have it the way I prefer.
there you go. I
Happily.
like that.
Happily.
There you go.
It's crazy because it's one of those things. And it's the same thing. Like I've been looking at the Zelda socks and I've been working on the Cup Cozy, which is their version of a gauge swatch.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna have to flip those charts. I hate cuff down so much. I'm gonna have to manually flip those charts. Am I gonna complain? No, it's a free pattern. I didn't pay anything for that pattern. I will do the work.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
I didn't
So
pay for that pattern. I will do the work. It's the same way
why-
it's like I find a free pattern and it doesn't have my size. I grade to my size. I
Mhm.
did not pay for that pattern. I will do the work.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. If you don't pay for it, then you're okay. If you're paying for it, then you want to get what you want
Pay
out of
for
it, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you like cuff down socks?
I really find it annoying to start with ribbing. I will never finish it. Never finish it. I cast it on the even heel socks 3 times. 3 times. All 3 times, even with a stretchy cast on, it's too tight.
Oh,
And I started the ribbing and I already hated it so much I pulled it out. I was already just like soul sick. The concept of having to do my ribbing first. Ugh. But I still had the whole sock to do. Gross.
isn't that funny? I love that.
Gross. No. Toe up.
It's
You
so
get to the ribbing and then you're like, yeah, just power through the ribbing. Ugh, and you're done. Done.
See, isn't that fun? I love how people like frame it all in their mind, right? Of
Oh yeah, it's totally
what's coming,
I'm-
what you're doing.
the tightness is just because I knit too tight. So even though I'm using very stretchy cast-ons,
And that's right, because you're the girl who has to.
remember guys, I
Yeah.
get gauge for a fingering weight sweater, pattern gauge on a 4mm needle.
Yeah, yeah. So that's that is a reasonable that your cast on would be too tight and
And
You
I
need
don't
to
want to
do,
go up a needle size for my socks. I want Kevlar socks. I do not have to repair my socks. There's no snagged holes. It doesn't get friction wears. They don't, because they're Kevlar socks. And that's what I want.
well, yeah, I would,
As I work on Kevlar socks right now.
see, okay, Sherry, see, and I kind of agree with Sherry. She said, that's funny. She says she finds toe up such a slog.
Oh.
And I don't know, yeah, my favorite is, I like doing cuff down for some reason, but maybe that's just, I don't know. Either way is fine.
I want to see how much progress I've made. I just stick it on my foot. I can watch it climb up my foot. Yeah. So good.
Isn't that funny? Different things. Oh shoot, this is twice now. I keep thinking there's something I was going to say about your, oh yes, what cast off do you use for when you do toe up?
Oh, I tend to do the Jenny surprisingly
Do you?
stretchy bind off. Yeah, because I don't mind the ruffle because I'm quite comfortable being female. I'm quite comfortable identifying as female, and I'm quite comfortable wearing girly things. I have a pattern
But
for
it's not,
Victorian walking skirts and maxi dresses. And I literally have now made myself a 1960s floppy sun hat. I am super chill with my gender.
but it's not, but it doesn't look roughly when you wear it. It's just when it's,
No, it's just when it's
Hold
off
it
your
up in
foot.
there.
When it's on your
Yeah.
foot, you can't see it at all. And
no, I know.
I don't care what it looks like in the sock drawer. I just need them to be together so I can pull them out and wear them. That's
And-
what I need them to be.
And Cheryl is the one person that I know of who does Jenny's surprisingly stretchy cast off, and it is not frilly. It lies,
Oh, mine always ruffles. I don't care.
and as though it just has to be her tension, I guess. I don't know, but
Possible.
everybody else I know, yeah, it just has that little bit of a, but yeah, not a big
Don't-
deal, right?
Nah, because again, it's not that way when it's on your foot.
That's right.
It's just that way in the drawer.
Oh, so Nikki said she's so happy that you gave her the little push to write up
Oh,
the toe, because she said she was
Just-
planning on doing it anyways, but now that when you asked
So
for it, that
happy.
was the motivation to like get that project moving.
so happy to have toe up socks. And I'll pay. Like they'll do it, but it'll cost me like $3 or $4, and I can't share with it. I don't care. I'll pay. I don't care. I will pay. I just hate having to do it on my own all the freaking time.
Yeah. I get you. So Nikki said, listen to this, you guys. How many people do this? She says she sometimes knits a sock cuff down and the second one toe up.
Sure, why not?
I know. Does anybody else do that though? I mean, exactly. Why not? It would be a little bit of variety. Different. You
think
do
it's-
one way, the other the other.
So I'm very married
Kind of fun.
to 2 at a time socks. So with the even heel socks, I want to do them 2 at a time and then they're done.
Yes.
I'm not doing 2 at a time with the stripes where I manually am putting the stripes in because that's 4 balls of yarn, 5 if I'm doing contrast toes, heels, and cuffs. That's a bit much even for me to keep straight. So I'm doing the stripe socks 1 at a time. Just for the purposes of not having 4 strands of yarn at the go at the same time.
I could see that.
That'll be frustrating for me.
I have to pull out my toe up socks because I'm going to cast on more stitches.
You said 8 on each side?
I did 8, yeah, because I just randomly looked at a pattern because
I
thought
tend to do 12.
I've had a few people leave me messages on Monday's podcast, and everybody has their own number, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was 8, there was 10, there was 12.
12.
there
I'm
was-
sure people do 16, 14. It just depends
15.
on the person.
And that was the thing. The last pair of toe up socks I did 16.
Mhm.
And I thought it was too wide. But
So-
now that I've done these 8, I'm thinking, this is looking like it's going to be a little too pointy. And I haven't done that much on them, so I'm just going to pull them all out and just start again.
So I do the 12 and I get a bit of a wedge toe at the start.
Yeah,
But once I've put them on, I tend to get they round out nicely.
yeah.
So I find for me the 12 rounds out nicely.
I think I will do 12, just an even dozen. Then that would be something, if I think about that, just a dozen stitches, it'll be something that hopefully I will remember. And the
Maybe-
next time I do cuff or toe up socks, I will not have the same dilemma of, oh crap. How many stitches did I start with? Even dozen. I think that's what I will go with. I think try that. Because that's 4 less than I did before and 4 more than I have on now. So that just seems like it's right in the middle, and that should be good. Hopefully. It should be, right? Yes. Okay, so Nikki, oh, it makes me think in reverse. Yeah, so Sherry said that's chaotic. I'm thinking that's the having to flip one sock one way and one the other from Nikki's comment. Just makes me think in reverse. It's like some people like to do, oh, crossword. I like challenging. Yeah, the challenge of reversing your socks. I think it's, why not? I think it's fun. Oh, do I want the toe up version? Sure, Nikki. Because absolutely. Haven't done the cuff down version, but yes, but that's a whole needle issue. I gotta fix that.
Yes, you do.
Gotta fix that. And
I
then
found my missing sock needle. I know
You?
4.
where was it? What? On the floor?
No, in a project bag
Oh, in a project
with a
bag.
ball of yarn, waiting for me to cast on socks. Of course. That's why I clean up at the
Yes.
start of Stash Dash, people.
Yeah, so how is, oh no. Did I, oh shoot. Okay, I did not drop, I did not.
Like, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I just looked at this and I could see a little bit and I thought, oh, did I just drop a stitch? But it's, about 8 rows down. But I don't think I did not drop a stitch. I think I split a stitch.
Ooh, gross.
Oh, I should let her down and fix that, shouldn't I? Because it'll bug me.
Yeah, if it's gonna bug you, you gotta fix it.
Yeah, I might just do that because who knows? Maybe these socks will be gift socks for somebody now that I need to get on my Christmas knitting. Or not.
Now that I logically pointed out how little time you actually have, yeah.
I know. When you count, yes, really. But no, I really like this shirt. I think I'm keeping it for me. And I need all new socks. I need to read. All my socks are just, I've had them for a few years. Some of them I've had a lot of years. And I just need all new ones.
Well, it's my first year of university, which I didn't do university until I was like 26, 27. Like I was well into my late 20s. They have you take an orientation class. No, I took the mature student orientation class, which means I wasn't with 18-year-olds, which I appreciated. So did everybody else taking the mature orientation class. All of us either had kids or jobs and had done something else first before we went to university. So we were at a different point in our lives. We still liked beer, we just weren't all about it. And they broke down how many hours you have in a week, and it looks like such a big number. And then they started taking that time out for food, for sleep, for commuting, for class time, for working so that you can go to class. And you did not have a lot of hours by the end of that math. And that was before you put studying in, a life in, your chores in, like your basic adulting stuff in. So I got into that habit because it helped to break me of this idea that, oh no, I've got time. So I've been better with my time management. I'm excellent. I'm getting better at it because I'm working at it.
Well, that's all you can do, right? Is just get better.
Yeah. Now I run up against walls, like my vision's done. There's still hours left in the day, but my eyeballs are finished. Great.
Okay, so we've got some toe sock comments here. So Sherry says, why don't you just start with the number of stitches you normally end with? Well, see, let me tell you that. Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta reposition here. I always end with a different number of stitches too. Just trying to find.
Why do you do that?
I just knit until, I don't know, till it looks like it's gonna fit, and then I just end. Or sometimes, because I've done on purpose to end with different number of stitches to find the sock toe roundness that I like. So I always do them all different.
Huh.
And so that's why I can't really say which one I like the best. And okay, so Katie said, Roxanne Richardson says 1/3 of your stitches for the toe. See, and I think that's where, and so I just grabbed my phone and just kind of quickly did that. So 64, 1/3 of like 64. So it kind of works out 12 is pretty close to that. Because see, I had done before what I always thought the math is taking half and half of your stitches. So if you had 64 stitches, then you had 64 was 32, and then half of 32 was 16. I think that's where I came up with the 16 number, but then I found I didn't like that. So the 1/3, I think you're right. I think that works out better. Okay, I'm going to ladder this down right now. So we'll
Well,
see.
it turns out this mid-month motivation is socks.
2.
I
Okay.
need to get those Zelda socks on the go because I need to get better with my colorwork socks before I attempt those knee-high ones I got from Skandir this year.
Oh my gosh, those would be gorgeous.
They're gonna be so pretty and so useful in
I
-40, but I decidedly need a little bit more practice before I add in color work and calf shaping.
Yeah,
Like
that would make
making a
me-
pair of colorwork socks. I feel like that's a good practice run.
yeah,
Then I should be
absolutely.
good to go.
So when are you going to cast on the Skandir socks?
Probably sometime this winter when it feels like we're in the winter sock vibe, which
Yeah.
to me is knee-high socks. Mostly it'll be after I'm done my walking skirts because I'm not gonna want to stop wearing my walking skirts, even though just because it snowed outside. So I'll wear leg warmers underneath my skirts and knee-high socks under my skirts, and that'll be
That
fun.
would be fantastic. Okay, so how many? I guess this was 8 rows. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look
Well
at that.
done.
8 rows. This isn't going to be too bad. There. Oh, look at that. There was that culprit. Right when I switched colors for some reason. That's all right. I can fix it. Except now I'm like all cross-eyed from staring at this tiny little stitch.
Whoops. Well, my sprained finger's giving me grief, so this will be my last round for a bit.
Okay.
I'll go back to eating bread and honey.
Oh yeah, so Nikki said, yeah, then having her pattern. So Nikki said 1/3 is about what she does for her patterns. And yeah, so Susanna said 1/3 of 64 is 21. So if you did, oh, so 64, yeah, so if you did 68, so that would be 10 or 12 if you're doing magic loop. Yeah, so you're somewhere around that 10, 12 mark when you divide them, 10 on each needle. I did 8 on each needle. So if you did 10 or 12, that sounds like the magic number to me.
Yeah, I do 12 and I do a 72 stitch count.
And you do 72. Okay.
I can do a 68. It's very snug, but I've done some more damage to my feet and my ankles, so I need more space. So I'm up to a 72.
Yeah, and I've got
'Cause my
64 on here.
feet have issues.
All right, look at the next all up. Picking them up, and then I'll be back in business. Then I won't have that little split, that little bit of yarn that just drive me bonkers. I have just gotten rid of that.
Excellent.
I like it.
All right, I did 2 stripes. Apparently working on very, very, very small yarn is not where my fingers have me right now. So okay, cool.
Oh,
I definitely made one of my stripes too short. Oh well. I'm not backing up 4 rows of knitting to knit 1 additional row. That's crazy talk. Oh god, I got a wide yarn for Sunday.
oh yeah, for your cast on.
Mhm. What am I doing? I'm eating bread and honey. That's okay. I'm
All right.
drinking coffee
I
this
just-
afternoon too.
I just totally jinxed myself here when I said I was picking these up and I was all back on track. I wasn't. It's probably one of these things that you should do when you're not talking and you can just focus on what you're doing for 5 minutes or 2 minutes probably.
It doesn't seem like fun. Oh my goodness, if I go and get groceries on Friday before we're like daft hot, I buy some salads for the weekend.
All right, I'm gonna check in here. It's on the foot, Jocelyn. Oh, no one will see it. That's true.
I don't see a lot of things.
Couple more stitches, rows to pick up here. And then it should be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this looks better. So much better already.
So good.
Okay, you're making me hungry. Okay, 2 more and then I'm back on track, you guys. So do you know what you're gonna work on for Halloween this year?
For sure. I have a little autumn doll dress pattern. So it's a little autumn doll. I just got a fall colored dress.
Mm-hmm.
Want to make her. I want to be done a pattern design to release in the fall. So I'm definitely going to be working on that.
Yes.
Because it's Halloween themed. And I'm hoping a Halloween sweater this year.
Oh, that would be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Crocheted or knit?
Knit.
Fun. That would be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Keep thinking that maybe I should think more about Halloween stuff too. I like all Halloween.
I've done some interior decorating for Halloween stuff, and I think this year I want to decorate my person. Also, I have a very small apartment.
Mm-hmm. I think you should.
Decorating me makes a lot of sense. And really, if I make a Halloween sweater, I can put it on my skeleton and just leave him chilling on the couch all Halloween next year.
I think that would be so fun. All right, you guys, I'm actually making some good progress here tonight on my sock. This is exciting. I got to figure out what.
Everyone tuned in to watch me eat, guys. I'm starving.
Well, then you eat. Okay, look at how this is knitting up. I thought it was. I kind of assumed well, there was this big section of green, and now there's a big section of orange here.
Oh, that's fitting up nice though.
Yeah, so thin and thick stripes.
I like it.
I really like it too. I really like it. I wish it had a name though, not just a number.
Well, I can't like it that much because it wasn't the one I voted for.
Yeah, you voted for the red and white, kind of the Canada Day. Who knows? Maybe if I get these done really, really quick, I may cast on those ones because it would be fun to have Canada Day socks. That would also work as Christmas candy cane kind of socks.
And they would, yeah.
Yeah, they totally would.
Yeah, it occurred to me when I was setting up all the secret knitting for the month and figuring out what's going to be where, that the craft off with Diana happens, the check-in happens before check-in with you, and Tour de Fleece starts on the 1st of July. Oh my God.
So you're going to be busy? Is that what you're saying?
Uh-huh. I'm like, why do I do this to myself?
I know. Well, just do what you can do, right?
Every year I do it.
Ooh, okay, Nikki, this makes me so excited. She says she's nearing the end of the center point popover, and it's been such a fun knit.
Good.
I'm excited for that because Jocelyn and I both have yarn for this sweater, and
It's a good looking sweater pattern.
I cast on just to basically I've got to do a gauge swatch is where I'm sitting with that. But it looks like such a fun project. We saw a sweater knit up in one of the yarn shops we were in Oakville. And as soon as I saw it, it's like, oh my, I like that. I really like that. So we both bought yarn for it. But now we gotta cast it on. And Nikki, it hasn't taken you that long to knit. Did you keep it cropped or did you make it a little bit longer? Oh, okay. I just read the next comment. Nikki says, technically I could be done, but I'm making the body longer. Yeah, I know. I'm going to make my body longer too, because I don't want it that cropped. So yeah, good. What color did you do yours in, Nikki? I've got a blue for mine.
Diana crocheted the Fun Fetty Bomber. And I really liked the stitch for it. But A, it's a bomber, and B, it's a cropped bomber.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I made it so it was fitted and not oversized, just like make a smaller size and make it longer. If we just sort of A-frame out a little.
Yep.
Then I can have a Fun Fetty not bomber.
Gotta make it fit how you like it, right? Yeah. What is that? Nikki says, and true to brand, I can't leave well enough alone. Oh, you have to make mods. I know. Patterns really, I think, should just be a guide anyways. And everybody should modify it to exactly what they like.
Reading the instruction patterns for something. Just sweater. And I did the reading for the neck increases and the shoulder increases, right, for your raglan increases. And I went through the primary increases, and then it got to the point where they always have you add extra rows to get to the right length. And in the pattern, it literally said, try it on, and once it's long enough to cover your arms all the way around, so that your shoulder increases could theoretically meet with just a couple of stitches, you're done. It fits. Move on to separating for your sleeves. If it's not there, then continue the non-increase repeat till it is there.
Yeah.
And make sure you end up this row. I was like, that's what it all should be. All of your increasing and stuff is done. And then if you need more length, that's where you put it in at the end, not staggered in.
Yeah.
Because I always have to take it out when it's staggered in manually, because I want that shorter yoke depth.
Yes. Yeah.
Which means I have to remember to do it.
Which can be a problem, right?
Which I don't always do. And then I end up with sweaters that don't fit quite right.
Okay, Nikki. Well, see, look, I'm glad that I'm letting you knit this first, the center point popover, because she said she's making mods even to the hem. So then she's going to put all of her notes on Ravelry. So that'll be good, because then I will be able to go in and look at your modifications and then kind of plan out mine. Look at that. Sometimes there is a good thing to not rushing to cast on, right? Being one of the last ones, or, let some people go before you, figure out all of these things and get all the kinks worked out.
I know for sure with the Stephen West Garter pullover, I need to make a project page because I'm making some changes.
Oh, are you?
Well, I don't wear pullovers for the most part.
Oh, so you're gonna see
we've come to terms. No, because I want to use superwash merino, and that's just dumb to try to sneak that.
So you're just gonna knit it.
So I'm doing it flat.
Yeah.
Which means I have to make all these notes for modifications, which I don't need to keep track of. I just don't want to have to answer 50 million times. So I need to make a project page.
There you go. I know, but isn't that exciting to play with it and
make it your own?
Different.
Make it your own. I know it's got the same with like the rosette sweater, which is a pattern I've had for a while. I've got the yarn. I've had the yarn for, oh gosh, over a year now.
That's not that long.
It's not. It's fingering.
It's not that long.
It's a fingering weight sweater. So I have to finish my wood woes and see if I'll wear a fingering weight sweater. Because if I
Yeah.
will, then I'll keep it as is. But if I find the wood rose a little warm, so it's only in specific places I'll be wearing it, I'm gonna
Yeah.
steep that too. First, I need to finish my wood rose. I have so many sweaters to finish.
Yeah, you have a whole chair full.
I have a whole chair full.
Oh, so Nikki said she's making hers and it's primrose. It's a Karen funnel cake, a pale pink.
Well, that'll be pretty.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine is just a blue, kind of
Got the song I was listening to when you
I
let
like
me in,
the-
stuck in my head.
oh dear.
It's not appropriate for YouTube.
So I picked the blue for my sweater, and it's a lighter blue. Well, mostly because there wasn't a whole lot of colors to choose from.
Sometimes.
And yeah, in a sweater quantity, right? There wasn't. And I thought, oh, I wanted to do something just a little different, so I went with the blue. We'll see. Hopefully, I love it when I get it all done. Oh,
Gotta go through my yarn scraps. I need to find my gray so that I can do the sleeves for Mom's sweater and get those done.
that's the one that you were pulling out and redoing for her.
I pulled out too much. So it's the second time I've pulled out
Oh no!
the cut. Yeah, because I
Too
pulled out
much?
too much.
Shoot.
Yeah, that annoyed me, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, yeah. Oh.
Exit.
Katie says it's time for her to head to bed. Well,
Right.
it is. It's 9 o'clock here, so I guess it's 8 o'clock for you, isn't it, Jocelyn?
I'm like, quick
It
math. I can math.
It's getting to be that time. Oh, and Daisy's back.
Well, I mean, mine's still sleeping, so
She left for a little while. She went and ate and then she left, but now she's back. So I don't know what that means. What possibly else could she want?
any number of things. Let's be honest.
That's right. Just reading Nikki's comment. She said I could be done this sweater, including what is that? Sleeves and hood in 3 cakes or less, but I'm making it longer and I'm glad I got the first cake. I know. Well, that goes back to what we talked about at the beginning, right? Should always get that extra skein.
Just get it.
Because then if you do have to make any modifications, you've got the yarn, or just so you know you've got the extra yarn.
I've always got like worst case is you've got a spare ball of yarn for repairs. Or to tuck into a bin for pulling out for like stuffed toys or any number of odds. Ooh, she's very attentive meeting today.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't need an extra ball of yarn?
Yeah.
Make a match.
A use will happen for it.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, there is this crazy notion. I've heard of yarn shops doing this. They will let you return a ball. And I'm like, yeah, I know for a fact I have never returned an extra ball because
never.
That just seems crazy because I think, oh, well, I'll use it in something, right? I'll stripe something, make hat, make mitts.
It will get used.
Exactly.
It goes and it gets tucked in a corner, and then that one time when you do that one weird thing for a stripe or a star, you got the sweater quantity and it's gorgeous, but you decided you want a colorwork sweater with it, and that's a contrast yarn that'll work well. But just hundreds of applications.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. You need to whip up a beer mitt real quick.
What?
A beer mitt. My father should not be allowed into knitting stores. The Wool Emporium in Saskatoon, one of their, because you use those sample mitts, sample crochet. They're all over the stores, which are great until your father discovers that somebody made a pattern for a beer mitt, which is a mitten, but instead of a thumb hole, it's like a circle hole, so you can hold your beer and still have your hand in a mitten. And he asked for a beer mitten. There's a crochet version.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna make them both.
Are you?
Oh,
well, there you go. That's kind of funny.
He doesn't drink beer, guys.
He just likes the idea of it.
He wants it for one of his buddies. He wants it in his buddy's favorite sports team colors. I said, well, I'll do a scrap version first. hence the extra ball of yarn being used somewhere to see if the pattern works out well. And if it does, then yeah, we'll go buy it in whatever sports ball colors that sports ball team is.
Easy.
I'm the wrong human to ask about sports ball. Just like moving around behind you. What is she
Here,
doing?
she keeps standing on my hair.
Oh,
It's like, it is too hot.
I was looking for mine this afternoon. I couldn't find her. She's usually at my feet when I'm video gaming. Eventually, I wandered into the bedroom, and sure enough, she was stretched out on the floor in a sunspot on top of my clean towel, which she had pulled down so she could sleep on it because it's her favorite. Monsters. They're monsters.
Funny. Oh, well, oh my gosh. Okay, this cat. The tail. Oh, that's too funny. So
Hey, listen, she's having fun.
she is. I think she just likes visiting. So we're going to come back in 3 weeks, I think it is. So the first, oh gosh, I don't even want to say this, the first Thursday in July.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 weeks away. So we've got 3 weeks to continue or start working on our whip projects. And we're not going to say which one that is, but we've got 3 weeks and then we'll come back. So just as a recap, do you remember what you said you were going to do?
I'm working on my Stone Warrior pullover.
Okay.
I remember what I'm going to do.
I remember what I'm doing too. I'm doing
That's
the
good.
I know most times I don't, but I do. I'm working on the shawl. Pedal jumper. The
Pedal
yarn
jumper.
pedal
Pedal
jumper.
Yeah.
Pedal jumper. So that's what my project is for the check-in.
This will be so good. I'm excited to see it.
I know. I'm excited to be working on it again. And I'm actually going to write the pattern up this time as I'm working on it. So
That'll be a bonus.
That makes me happy. Yeah, Nikki said, so I think this is Jocelyn, yes, but your cat sleeping on your clean towels. And Nikki says, well, you can't expect her to lie on the floor.
Well, of course not.
Of course
she
not.
only has the bed, the couch, her cat
know, right?
stand, and 4 cat cushion things. 4 of them. 4, not enough.
But truly, is any of that going to top fresh, clean towels?
No.
Yeah.
No, I think what she was after was the sweater, but she couldn't get it off the hook, but she was able to pull the towel down. So I think that's what actually happened.
So that's what she had to settle for the towels.
I have fleece fabric in my closet. I don't even want to know how much fur is on it at this point. She's made herself a little nest in the walk-in closet.
That's funny. Yeah.
It's a monster.
Ooh.
It's a monster.
Well. Oh yeah, Nikki says she loves it, Jocelyn. She can't wait to see it finished. So I know the Stone Warrior, it was gorgeous.
I'm very excited. Gorgeous. I'm very excited to have it done because so far my stash dash finishes are a sun hat and a pair of socks. And I absolutely signed myself up for 15 or more.
So, but how long, when does that finish?
End of August.
Okay, so
like if I finish the sweaters that just have singular sleeves on them.
Yes, because then you get to use the whole.
I use the whole project's worth of yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
need totally to get them done. Yeah. And I want them done for fall anyway. I need those needles back because I got to start design projects that I've written out that I need to actually have on the needles at least.
Yes.
To have some of that work done before I have them out to people. So there's a lot to go on.
That kind of works out well then if you're doing stash dash, but to get things finished up, free up your needles by the end of August. Then you're set to go right into your fall, your Halloween knitting.
It's the primary reason for me for stash dash most years. Like I'm not in it for prizes. I'm not in it for. I barely participate in threads for heaven's sakes. I always heart things, smiley face things, but I'm not. Yeah. I'm not a huge vocal participator in any of that. Same with like Tour de Fleece. Like I do it, but I don't talk a bunch in the community about
Right.
doing it. I just sort of just do it. And I enjoy watching what other people are doing and what's going on. But it's not a thing I'm not interested in verbalizing that much. So a lot of the Instagrams you guys see are because I'm running around going, oh right. I talk about stuff for a living. That's a thing I do. I should talk about it.
Good. You can,
And
well,
also should make some project pages this summer so that I can easily track what I finished for Stash Dash.
oh my, yes, yes.
That's a
I
good
know.
idea. That's a good idea.
Also would agree with you on that one too.
I'm sure she will in the morning when she gets home and watches this and then comments
Yes, I
in the
know.
mod thread to tell me her opinions. I look forward to it. And yes, I'm free for gaming when you're done.
That's fun.
I'm not
Yes,
always
I never
free on
took
Friday.
Asa for a gaming person.
She likes chatting with me and knitting and watching me farm on Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
So my sort of midday break has always been that Stardew Valley. So I get up, I do some work. Usually an adult chore, some work, make lunch, sit down, do a bit of gaming, get up, finish adult chores, and then do work into the evening. It's been a really nice work schedule for me. And in that midday slump, what am I doing? Running around with a pony, planting garlic. I'm not doing anything remotely mentally complicated during that midday slump.
You got to have breaks like that.
It's good. I guess 3 weeks to the next check-in. Holy hell.
Yep. 3 weeks. So
It does not feel like that's that far away.
it doesn't. And then it'll be July. Holy moly. I know it'll be, but that'll give us some time, which is good because I had said I was going to get a whole shawl done.
You did. You did. Diana said she was going to do a whole sweater this month, guys. She chose what she gave people as options. Don't know what she was thinking.
You gotta have big goals. You gotta have big goals.
Oh, they're big. They're big.
Nothing wrong with that.
So good.
Well, you need to get ready for Critical Role, don't you?
I'm still catching up on the Calamity because they're doing a 4-part miniseries, but I decidedly had my cycle show up this week. So my sleep's been a little weird.
Yes.
A little weird, which is fine. It just means that I'll catch up over the weekend into early next week, and then I'm ready to go back to the main campaign. So,
yeah, I know Daisy's. She's so funny.
She's like, and I'm done.
Sitting here waiting, just waiting.
Mine is now stretched out across the whole damn thing. Of course she is. Of course.
Nancy's popping in here right at the very end.
Hello. It's been a nice chill mid-month motivation.
Yeah.
It's good.
I know. Well, I'm kind of excited. I like all the chat about the socks, and you helped me to kind of decide. I think 12. I think 12 was kind of the number I was going with, anyways, because 10 didn't seem quite enough. And so yeah, 12 will be the
12 will be the winner.
Magic number. Yep, that's what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm just going to keep working on this sock because I really want to see how much I can get done this weekend.
You can get a bunch done this weekend, and you're timing it so you'll have a really good idea of how long it takes you to do it, which is that's a really good idea. Of timing to see just how long a thing takes you. Gives you such a good idea. Such a good idea.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking because I just kind of always knew one sock in a week, but I have no idea really how long that is.
Post my finished socks in the Get Her Done challenge threads.
Yes, that would be a good thing.
I could do that.
Go do that. Yes. If anybody else has got any finishes, any whips, go post them in the Fiber Friends.
That's a thing I could do.
Yeah. I know. I want one more. I wanted 2 more projects to be finished for that challenge. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's going to happen because it's
only the 13th, 14th of the month?
It is. We're only halfway through. Yeah. 16th.
Oh, yes, because on 19th we're live. I know dates. I'm doing great. Again, guys, looked at the calendar today and remembered Father's Day was this Sunday.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Oh,
Well, maybe
cool.
that's what I should do. I should go find another project. I've got my whiteboard sitting here.
Oh, yeah. Take a look and see what's close to finished and see if
Should
there's
go
another one you
see.
can.
Yeah, see what the next closest thing is. And then I can get that and that call that a finish.
And you
Yeah, I'll
can
have to take a look there.
scratch off the list.
I knew I finished 2 more things. So
That's amazing.
yeah. So the get her done challenge is, yeah, it's good for helping give a little bit of a push to get some things done.
It looks great.
Yeah, I think I will like look at that. Decide what my next project is. I think that would be a good plan for the rest of the night.
Wonderful. I'm going to watch as much of episode 3 of Calamity as I can and then go to bed. After I make myself a veggie burger and some veggies.
Oh, that sounds good.
What says unhealthy dinner is a vegetarian more than veggie burger patty with veggies?
As long as it has veggies in it.
There's a lot of veggies going on in tonight's dinner, guys. A lot of
That's a good thing.
veggies.
All right, guys. Well, I think we'll wrap up then for tonight.
Yeah,
We'll be back
absolutely.
in 3 weeks. So this has just been fun. Just a nice, relaxed night.
Been like a
knitting.
knit night.
Yeah.
Nice
I got
chill
some-
knit night.
I got quite a bit of work done on my sock.
Which is great. I got some work done on my sock and I ate, which was important because it was really crashing melt the
important.
food.
Very important.
I needed the sustenance.
I'm gonna go figure out, I'm gonna add my time on my
Mm.
little list on my sock, and then
Yeah.
I'm going to, yeah, put on something on Netflix or find a movie, I don't know, something, and then just
Find something.
keep on going.
Watch
Yeah.
Homestead Rescue. No,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
on it's on the
like
it's on the
that.
Disney Channel. Disney Plus? No,
that-
Discovery
okay.
Plus.
have
Discovery Plus.
Yeah, I don't have that. So I
It's-
can't watch that.
My mom got me hooked, so I bought Discovery Plus for a month so I could
Just
watch
for
it.
that.
And now I'm done. I'm not even looking at the other programs. I'm just canceling it because I do not need more. I do.
I
not
know,
need more
right?
Streaming anything.
I know. It's so, I know, they get you.
You
right
should watch
there.
Bubble on Netflix.
Bubble, what's that one about?
It is an anime.
Yeah.
It is a retelling of the Little Mermaid myth.
Really?
So they stick, which is, these are not words that normally come out of my mouth in reference to Japanese anything, especially animation. They stick pretty closely to the core of the Little Mermaid original myth as told by the Grimm's brothers, which is
Really?
not original. I understand it's not original because they made adaptations from what they heard. And there's a whole kerfuffle of history, if you do any study of history, about what the Grimm's brothers actually wrote for versus what they advertised for. It's a whole thing. But they sort of took one of those key things that's not in the Disney's Little Mermaid and put it back in the story. I really appreciated that nod, that historical nod, because
Yeah.
most of the time, animation, specifically anime or animation period, is not really known for, in the case of anime, which is strictly animation from Japan, from getting Western culture
Yeah.
quite the way we would see it. Strangely
Yeah,
enough, as they
yeah.
were not raised in Western culture, they are not as married to some ideas as we are
Right.
with ourselves. But its Bubble is very, very cute. It was very delightful. It's not super duper, like it's not a tearjerker, but it's very heartwarming.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
have those moments. Yeah.
Well,
It's
I
a
think that
very
he's
cute
gonna go watch it.
It's a cute anime and it's just one season and it's done. There's not a ton of episodes or anything going on, or you watch it and you're finished, which sometimes
Oh,
is the
that's
best
kinda
part.
good.
It's not cells at work, which is also delightful, but you really got to be in the mood to sort of have the inner body explained to you via animation like you're a small child. I loved it. It was great. And the platelets are little kids. And they run around saying, "Excuse me," and they travel in groups.
Well, maybe I will go check it out. Oh, Diane's heading out. Good night, Diane.
Right, guys. I'm going to.
All right.
Ooh, if I'm smart, I'll soak beans tonight and I can make baked beans in the morning for breakfast with rice.
There you go. I would say you should go do that.
I should go do that.
Okay, go do it now before you get
Oh
distracted.
my God, something else happens. Yeah, I know. I'm all day. It has just been a day of where has 2 hours gone?
Exactly, right?
Oh gosh, you
That
guys.
happens.
It
All right,
does.
guys. Well, thanks for visiting with us tonight. I hope you guys
Yeah.
got a fair amount of knitting
Yeah.
done
I don't
on
even
your
know what I'm
projects.
doing anymore.
And think about Christmas knitting or gift knitting.
Think about your gift
Right.
knitting.
It's coming up.
It's important. Oh my
100
God, my mother's birthday's in August. Jeez, I gotta get started.
There you go. Yeah. So even if you're not thinking about holiday gift giving, but yeah, think about Chris or birthdays or whatever else you've got in there, right?
And if I haul keister, I can give it to Dad when he comes down later this summer to take home, and then I don't even have to pay shipping.
Oh, now see, that would be a good plan.
All
All right, get on that.
Things gotta happen. Stuff's gotta occur. Okay, guys.
All right, we're gonna say goodnight, guys. So have a
Night.
fantastic night. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching, and we'll
Oh.
see you in 3 weeks with
Not a bad fake beer.
not bad. It was good. It was a pass.
Yeah, I'd drink it again. I'm still drinking it. I would drink another.
Good
I'd have to
stuff.
try more of their line. They had 3. I chose one of the 3.
Well, there you go. Now you
Gotta
can go
try
get
that.
the others.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Okay, good stuff, guys. So